Pedro, welcome to Rountain Coffee. Thank you so much for making the journey to come and visit us. It's a real pleasure to have you here.
For us, that it's a real pleasure to be here. We say thank you for everything.
Thank you. So Pedro, just to the people that are watching this, could you just explain who you are and where you fit into sort of our story and where our story becomes your story?
Yeah. I'm a coffee farm from Brazil, Fazenda Pinhal, Santo Antonio and Mirante. I'm a sixth generation. It's a family business, so I'm really proud to be here. I think it's probably the fourth time that I came to Root, so it's a long relationship. We had Dave this year in our house in Brazil. It was really a pleasure. And I'm really glad we can continue with this partnership, being part of this chain that will make us really proud to see how our coffee goes to the cup. So it's like a dream comes true.
Thank you so much. And you mentioned in August, obviously I came over to see your family farm, and I met you and I met your family. And equally for me that was a real eye-opener, because in Brazil there's many farms, and in Brazil coffee is such a huge commodity, and but there was something distinctly different about your farm, which is why we work together, and it's why this relationship is so good. But how would you explain your farm to be any different from any of the other countless farms that are in there, and what are the projects that you have that you hold dear to heart?
I think coffee, you can find really good coffee everywhere in the world, but as we said, we try to bring more than coffee. We try to bring a bit of experience, the love that we work with it, and also all the other stuff that we do it in the farm. So we do have a really sustainable focus. Now it's a trend, but for us it has always been the correct way to do it. So in the beginning we start with small steps, and then in the way we could give bigger steps, sometimes smaller ones. So it's year by year we try just to produce better and better way, respecting the environmental, the people and everything. So we do have some projects that are more not important but more easy to see, that it's wings, that is the rehabilitation and release of the birds. And then we do have a lot of plants that we are putting back to the farm. So every single year we do plant a lot of trees back into the farm. So these are the two biggest ones, but besides that we do have a lot of other things going to the farm.
And your farm won a sustainability award in what year was that? 2019.
2019, yeah.
Okay, and then just talk me through that. Is what how that came about.
Yeah, that for us was a huge surprise. We are Rabobank clients, and Rabobank is one of the support of this contest. It's Rabobank and Globo Rural, that is the biggest magazine, agriculture magazine in Brazil. So they hold together, and Rabobank put all their clients through this contest. So, and then we were select among the 10. Then it was when we knew that we were participating. So they come, they make interviews, they check everything. So it was a huge surprise, because we didn't know that we are doing so well.
Right.
So it was really good to know that the job that we are doing it did make a difference.
Yeah.
So we are 100% solar panel. We do use as less as possible fertilizer and everything. So we do have a biological vision for the future. We keep the covers. So we try to protect all the water springs. We do have more than 50 water springs in the farm. So it's a lot of things that we have been done for such long years that make us the champion of 19. And we hopefully can win again. We were out for 3 years, because when you get the first place, you can't participate for 3 years. So now we are back on it. So hopefully we can find some good surprise in the future.
good. And then a part of that is that you're a carbon negative farm as well.
Yes, this is also another surprise. We start to do the inventory in 2020, if I'm not wrong, and came really, really good. So we did to also check where we were, what we need to do, but we are carbon. There is a lot of people say positive or negative, but we are taking a lot of offsetting a lot of the carbon that in the farm. So we have been doing the inventory for 3 years now, and all the 3 years come up the same results. It's changed a bit the amount, but it's the same results. For us, it's really good to know that too.
Okay, good. And then you mentioned the Wings project as well, and that's a project that I was really lucky to sort of be at the farm and see all the birds that, some of them that have been released that don't want to leave the farm, because the farm is just such a wonderful place for everybody to visit, including all of the birds. For me, the farm, it was like an open air aviary, lots of like beautiful wild birds. And but the Wings project, just explain a little bit about what that is, please.
Yeah, the Wings project, it's we kind of have a permission of the government, so it took us 4 years to get approved. So it's a long term. They come and check. They check the area that we are, how the farm is, if you are able to receive. So what do we do it? We get the birds that was smuggled in any way from the nature. Then the government receive them in an area that is called setas. They do the first ad, and then they transfer to setas. We have 5 setas in Minas Gerais in the whole state. So we are one of them. 5 or 6 that just open one more. And then they bring the birds to us. They will be in a big cage doing the rehabilitation, learn again how to fly and how to find food. And then after a few days, the government did that say to us when we need to get them free. And then we get a freedom. We just open the aviary and they are released to the nature again. So it's like reintroduction the birds in their area. So also we can just reintroduce in the farm the birds that are from that location. So we keep an inventory of everything in the farm too.
Okay, and it's not just birds as well, is it? It's actually, there's mammals as well.
Yes, there is small mammals, snakes. So everything that we can receive, we are doing. That's my sister is in charge of this project. Is her passion and become our family passion, because it's really nice to see. And in this program, you are able to see the difference when you are in the farm. So it's really nice, and everything that we can receive and help, we are open to it.
And there's a problem with bird trafficking.
Yeah, it's huge. After drugs is the biggest one in the world.
Really?
So it's a lot of money going through it. Unfortunately, still people want to have birds. In Brazil, it's more to people like to listen them to sing. So it's when they stay in a small cage and just listen them to sing. And abroad, I think it's just how beautiful they are. But I hope it changes with the new generation. You see some changes, so I hope in the future we don't have that anymore.
And then just taking it a little bit back to us a little bit. So we've been using your coffee, and the coffee that we're drinking today is a micro lot from your farm, and the Arara varietal. And would you just, is this one of your personal favorite coffees?
Yes.
Or, how different have you processed this particular coffee?
Yeah, Arara, it's just a new variety, but it's a new variety that is growing a lot in Brazil. So it's a variety that has more than 30 years, but it's becoming more popular now. It's a more resilient plant, so it's easier to grow. If this climate change is more resilient to the dry season, to the cold times. And also the flavor of the coffee is really complex. So it's a variety that brings more complexity to the coffee. It's a bit more fruity, more round and complex ones. And particularly this coffee was like present for the nature. We do in the farm cup every single lot when they are ready. And this was just show up. So it's with a natural fermentation that come up, that the coffee for me it's one of the best of this year. I just love it. And that it's become one of my favorites for sure, because every single is just showing the potential it has.
Yeah, yeah. For me, this coffee has just got so much depth of flavour and so much complexity that it is, it really does stand out on the table when you put it on the table. It's just a beautiful coffee, and this is a specific coffee that we have selected for a collaboration, and in recognition of the Wings project, which is what you've been doing, and also because of the work that we do closer to home with 1% for the Planet and with the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust, is that we've actually put together this box. Now this, for those who want to see, the artwork was done by a friend of ours, Kim Tillier, and the coffee inside is this beautiful varietal, and then £2 of every box of this goes to the Yorkshire Wildlife Trust as well. So we just think that this is it's almost like a celebration of a partnership between so many different people who've got a real interest in like the nature and the conservation, and actually like the Wings project as well, recognition of the Wings project. So it's really great for you to visit at this time when we're launching this particular coffee as well. So we're really pleased. And so I think just on that note though, Pedro, I just want to thank you so much once again for making the trip. I know you've got a busy day ahead of you, but we can at least have
enjoy it.
enjoy some coffee.
Yeah,
thank you so much.
a pleasure.